You guys know I talk about elevated casual outfits every day, but today I want to talk about just something that's a little sportier, things that work great with sneakers, but I am going to give you guys some alternatives if you don't want to wear sneakers. Outfit formulas that are great if you're a mom, but if you're not a mom, they're great for like running errands and things like that. So yeah, this is probably what I wear the most, and I don't really talk about the sportier outfits on my channel, so I want to just dedicate a video to that because I asked you guys and you said you wanted to see it, so here we are. So the first one that I personally love and wear all the time is a good polo sweater. There are so many renditions, like you could just do a polo long sleeve. It doesn't have to be a sweater, especially now during the summer. I feel like polo sweater works the best. So for each of these, I'm going to try my best to link some options down below. The one that I have is by Lily Silk, and I absolutely love it. Every time I wear this, I get questions on it because it's just such an easy thing to throw on. It's a sweater, but it's not super hot, very comfortable, and the fit of it is just perfect. It's the perfect amount of, like oversized slouchiness and sportiness, but the fact that it's a polo elevates it a little bit more. And I love to wear this one specifically with my capris. You guys know my capris by Commando. I wear those things all the time, but it is kind of like a dressier capri, which I think works great because you could dress it up and down. So personally, for the price, I think it's worth getting something like this that isn't as sporty. I just throw on some sneakers, a big canvas bag or a tote bag or whatever bag I'm running after my kids in, and my sunglasses, and we are good to go. If I'm doing anything kid related or kid centered, these are the outfits that I throw on when I don't know what to wear. So even when I'm not with the kids, like I went to go get a haircut in this outfit. Another one that I'm super drawn to is anything with a Ralph Lauren chino hat, but specifically this style of outfit with like a button down, a tank, like this top, and then just like pants and some flip-flops. It is just such a good outfit. And using this outfit formula, you can create a million outfits depending on what colors you have in your wardrobe or how many button downs. Like I have so many button downs, so many tanks. I can make so many renditions of this, so many wide leg pants. And instead of flip-flops, I can throw on a sneaker or any other shoe, a flat or any other shoe, and I feel like it'll work really good. I just love the way that a flip-flop looks with this. But this cap with pretty much anything, I think it works really well with sportier outfits or with something that's more everyday casual. And I have a couple of these Ralph Lauren caps, but I recently got this blue one, which I really love, this little pop of blue. And my favorite pieces of jewelry to wear with any of these outfits, which are the pieces that I wear the most, are understated yet elevated pieces of jewelry. So earrings is what I wear the most. So having something like this, which these are just two hoops, which are small and relatively understated, but they definitely still look put together. And since I'm stacking both of them, it just adds a little more, So having a good collection of versatile pieces that work well for every day, but also to be dressed up, I think is key. So these pieces that I'm wearing today are actually by Quince, and another piece that I'm going to show you in just a second, and they are kindly sponsoring this portion of the video. So I've talked about Quince's clothes as well as their bedding, which I absolutely love, but I had never tried their jewelry, and I'm so pleasantly surprised with their pieces. So I got their Ridge Half Huggy hoops, and this one is 18 karat gold vermeil, as well as their wide mini hoops, and this one is also gold vermeil. So one of them is kind of like ribbed, it has these little ridges, and the other one is just a flat chunkier one, which I love. I think they look so good together. I love how one is very simple and one just adds a little bit more texture. Third piece that I got, I'm not wearing, but obviously this is something that's going to go with everything, and it'll actually pair really well with any of these hoops. And these are the 14 karat gold lab grown diamond martini studs. Just a nice staple stud that goes with everything, and it's timeless. With everything that Quince creates, they believe that quality should not be a luxury, and they always choose premium materials and designs that stand the test of time. So pretty much with anything that you're getting from them, especially for clothes and accessories, they're staples that are going to go with everything, which is perfect for what we're talking about today. I've personally had a very good experience with everything that I've tried from Quince so far, from their clothes to their bedding to now their jewelry. Everything is at such a good price, and so far the quality of everything that I've tried has been super comparable, if not better sometimes, than a lot of pieces that I own that are way more expensive. They believe that everyone should have access to nice things, and as always, they keep their prices low by using a factory direct model, which cuts out the supply chain middlemen. And sustainability is built into everything that Quince does. So whenever possible, Quince chooses organic materials, environmentally conscious packaging, and ethical business practices. And I've talked about before how much I appreciate that they not only have free shipping, but they have 365-day returns. Very good price, and the quality is just beautiful. They're heavy, they're sturdy. Obviously, these are gold vermeil. I'll try to take care of them more than something like this, which is solid gold and lab-grown diamonds. This is something that's really going to withstand a lot more, you know? Perfect for Mother's Day, now that Mother's Day is coming up, or any gift that you want to make. They have solid gold, they have gold vermeil, lab-grown diamonds, natural diamonds. You can find pretty much anything at so many different price points on there. So yeah, you really can't go wrong with any of these pieces. I'm going to link everything down below as always, so be sure to check out the description. And thank you so much, Quince, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Just a good boxy long sleeve, any color, with again slouchy wide leg pants or just like regular flowy wide leg pants, some flip-flops, a canvas tote, some glasses, and you're good to go. I feel like any of these outfits will work really well with flats as well, or mules. I love the Rothy's mules, or just like any mules, or sneakers. You could also wear any of these outfits with sneakers, and I feel like they'll work really well. But it's just a very slouchy yet elevated outfit. You could throw on a chain if you want, like a longer necklace, a more statement piece, and these earrings, something like this, very understated so that it works with anything that you're throwing on the neck. That's another point that I really love. Like when you have understated earrings, you could really play around with more of a statement, especially if you're wearing something very casual up top, like a t-shirt or a long sleeve t-shirt, and you feel like it's very empty right here. You can throw on any of these longer necklaces. And obviously if it's a more sporty look, then I would just opt for the earrings and not anything on my neck. I recently got a couple of new pieces from Lululemon because I needed some replacements. I have had my Align leggings for decades and I needed a new pair, and I also got their Align tank, which I've been wearing together, and I got a windbreaker, which I love. So this combination I love together. You can wear any leggings, doesn't have to be regular leggings, it could be flared leggings or wide leg leggings or straight leggings, like any legging with a smoothing tank or just like a compressive, slightly compressive tank, and a windbreaker over top that you can also tie around your waist if you want, and some sneakers. So you can play around with the leggings and the windbreaker, and I just really like this combination. So I got these pieces. I love them. They're so comfortable, perfect for every day, but again, still looks very sporty yet elevated. For sneakers, I really love my Y2K sneakers. I love Salomon's any color combination, and I also love Asics. Those are my top 3 sneakers. Those are sneakers that I have used and loved. For all of these examples, just picture the click the label Tommy pants or anything like this, okay? With either a t-shirt or a tank and something tied around your waist. This is one of my go-to outfit formulas. Perfect, perfect, perfect for any of these occasions. Very comfortable, and this is also something that you can switch out. If you need it to be sportier, switch out the pants for something that is a little bit sportier. So a good wide leg pant or a good legging. It's something tied around your waist that's going to add a little pop of something. You use it as an accessory. If you don't want to use a sweater, you can use a button down, tie it around your waist. This is my go-to. When it's a pant, I love a flip-flop. When it's a legging, I love a sneaker. So whatever you're into. And a big bag for all of these, most of these outfits, just like a big tote, a canvas tote, or I'm really loving raffia for this time of year. I recently got this set by Sweat Active or SWT Active, which I think is an Australian brand. It is so good. It's a halter top with just like a matching wide leg pant set. I don't know if this is a set, but the materials are the same, so you could obviously make it a set. But these are probably the most flattering pants, like activewear pants, that I own. I'm really loving a good wide leg legging. It just goes with more. It's something that can be dressed up a little bit more, and it's so incredibly flattering. So this is the outfit. You don't really have to add anything to it, but obviously you can add any of the accessorizing pieces, like something tied around your waist or a windbreaker or a jacket, and I think it just looks so good, but obviously on its own, especially now for the spring and summer, it'll just look so good. Really loving these wide leg pants that all of these activewear brands are doing nowadays or coming out with, because you can definitely elevate them a little bit more than a regular legging. So love them. I've also worked out in this and it's super comfortable. You do not need it to be an activewear, a halter top. You can use any halter top that you own. I use my regular halter tops with my capris and something tied around the waist. I don't think I mentioned that one, but let me put it on the list because that is another outfit formula that I love. Just a halter top with my capris so that it kind of looks like a halter onesie, but it's not. And then tying something around my waist, and you could throw flip-flops on or flats. I think I've worn this one with flats or sneakers, but anything like that. If you have an activewear version of a halter top and capris, obviously that'll work too. Or any leggings, just any halter top with any leggings, something tied around your waist or a jacket or a windbreaker is such a good outfit too. A good barrel pant with a t-shirt. What I love about barrel pants, if they're the right length, specifically the Kyoto pants by Lisette. When I think of making a sporty outfit with a barrel pant, I'm specifically talking about this style of barrel pant, not necessarily like jeans. I feel like these work really well with a sneaker. Obviously, if you don't want to wear that, you could wear either a flat or a mule or any other shoe that you want. But I think this looks good with a sneaker because the length is just the right length for a sneaker. This with a t-shirt and any bag, I think just looks really well. This would also look so good with a cap. Throw on whatever accessories you want, but this is just such a good base outfit formula. So quick, so easy, very comfortable and sporty yet elevated. I love the versatility of this style of pant because I do love barrel jeans, but I don't feel like you could get as much versatility with a barrel jean as you can with a barrel pant. So love that, or any poplin pants. I also have some from, I think, Banana Republic, which kind of give the same vibe as this, and those would work good too. Just like poplin, kind of like cropped pants. These Donny track pants, or just like any track pant outfit, I love. Just having that be kind of like the statement, and then you throw on a t-shirt or pretty much any other pieces that you want, and it just works. Whether you want to do flip-flops or sneakers, you just search like online or Pinterest track pant outfit, you can find a million formulas, but I'm really loving like a track pant outfit. So this is obviously perfect every day, running errands. A good flared legging, Splits 59 does a really good one, which I want to try out. I prefer wide leg pants like these that I talked about from Sweat Active. I think that's what it is. I think it's Sweat Active. It's SWT Active, so I'm assuming Sweat Active. But I love wide leg for my body type specifically, but I am going to try out these. I'm so picky with flared pants. Like, I don't like an exaggerated flare. I need the flare to be kind of like borderline straight. So I'm going to try this one, and just this with pretty much any of the other tops that we talked about, but specifically with like a long sleeve tee and a sneaker and a tote bag, I'm loving. But with any top, like this is just something, it's a staple pant. Like you can make a little capsule with all of the pieces that I talked about: a legging, a capri, a wide leg pant, track pant, flared pant. So 5. But I feel like that's pretty much all you need for the rest of your life for these like casual sporty outfits. I'm really loving a white on white outfit, whether you want to dress it up, make it more like everyday elevated like I usually talk about on my channel, or you want to make it sporty chic or sporty elevated or just sporty. I got the Kyoto pants from Lisette, these barrel pants that I'm talking about. I got them in white, and just throwing like a white tee and having like a good white on white moment I love. And you could play around with color in whatever accessories you're throwing on, whether it's something on your shoulders or something tied around your waist, or you could do like a fun sneaker, like a fun Solomon. And really quickly, I just wanted to touch base on activewear brands that I'm loving at the moment. I'm revamping my activewear wardrobe. A lot of these I have tried, a lot of these I haven't, and I've just been seeing them. So Sweat Active, we talked about, love their stuff. Lulu, they have lasted me for years. 437, I own a onesie from them and I love. Splits 59 is one that I want to try. Honor, spelled O-N-E-R, I want to try as well. Shop Form, they have super cute pieces. Beyond Yoga, I've seen. And finally Set Active, which I wasn't going to include because they're bothering me at this point. They're always sold out. I understand what these brands do with the whole scarce marketing, pre-order situation, but to me, like, it fatigues me. I get annoyed and I just don't feel like shopping from them anymore because their stuff is always sold out. So I wasn't going to include them, but like, I want to say like 70% of my activewear is from them. So it hurts me to not talk about them. I don't even think they make the ones that I used to love. It's impossible to shop from them nowadays. And I'm not going to pre-order anything and wait forever to receive it. So no, thank you. And then for just like regular, everyday, casual, comfortable pieces, you guys know Lisette, I love so much. You can pretty much create any of these outfits just from Lisette alone. And Donnie, which I haven't tried yet, but I have talked about so many times on my channel. I should have tried it already, but I'll probably get their track pants or just try something out. But yeah, you can create pretty much anything using any of these brands that I talked about. So activewear and more like casual everyday pieces. But yeah, if you guys know any other activewear brands that are kind of like within the same realm that you think I would like, let me know down below. I'm still compiling a list. Once I do slowly create or revamp my activewear, I'll show you guys. And I'm just trying to get like really good quality pieces. I don't want sets that are limited edition. I don't care for crazy colors. Like, yes, I like them, but I like core collections, pieces that if I have to replace it in a decade, I can just go to the same store and replace it. That's kind of how I am with almost everything nowadays. Like, I want to be able to, if I need to replace something that I really love in the future, I want to be able to shop from the same store. I hate it when stores are just like following so many trends or coming out with so many limited edition pieces. That's what bothers me about Set Active nowadays. Almost everything that they come out with is limited edition, and I don't understand. Like, just come out with core pieces, focus on that, keep that in stock, and then sprinkle in some seasonal stuff here and there, but don't like prioritize limited edition stuff that is gonna sell out and then you're never gonna be able to buy it again. I don't get it, but I rest my case. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. Again, I will link everything from Quince down below, so be sure to check out the description and I'll try my best to link as many pieces as I can down below. So check it out and I will see you in my next video.